Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so I see you guys can hear me, and I'm done with that. All right, so I'm talking to myself for a little bit, but today we're gonna be playing some Pokemon, some TCG. We got Julie in the chat. Hi, Julie. How are you? Let's see. All right. Did I do it right? Can you see me? All right, I think that's what we're going for. Okay, perfect. All right, so today I'm playing some Pokemon TCG. Too far out. Okay. Gotta figure out how to get the camera to work more over here. Looks about right. All right. I don't know if you've ever played this game before, if you know how to play. I think right there would be best. Okay, so I'm going to be playing my Spidops deck, which is centered around Spidops EX. Main goal of this deck is to add retreat costs to the opponent's Pokemon in order to attack for higher, and also make it harder for them to run away. So let's see here. I'm going first, starting off with a Gloria. So we don't have much in this first hand. We just have a bunch of Tarantulas and then a Spidops here to evolve in the next turn. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and attach this Lucky Energy to the to the Tarantula. I don't have much anything else to do. I can't play any supporters this turn because it's my first turn, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass turn after this. I don't know if you guys can hear the gameplay. Can you guys hear the game music? Or can you just hear my voice? So he obviously had a whole lot more options in his first opening hand. Okay, so you guys can't hear the game music, so it's probably just like the off of my microphone or something. Hold on, let me see if I can. If I raise it a little bit, you guys can probably hear it better. now. We'll see. Okay, so alright, so we're in a little bit of a better position here. So what we're gonna do, you can go ahead and attach this, and we're going to evolve. Now this is gonna add an extra retreat cost. If you look here, his retreat is now 3 instead of it normally being 2, and that is because of my trap territory ability. I'm also gonna play Gloria. Gloria is gonna allow me to grab my last Tarantula out of the deck, and I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. Might have been a little bit better to play Gardenia's Vigor, but I don't have any energies to attach to my benched Pokemon, so wouldn't have made too much of a difference. And he still doesn't have enough energy to attack, which he probably will have this coming turn. But after that, I don't think he'll be able to knock me out. Static noise. All right, so hold on. Back to here. Maybe it's better now. I don't know. We're experimenting with the sound. We're experimenting with everything. This is the first live stream, so I'm not entirely sure how to run everything yet. Okay, so he's attached enough, and this Temporal Rush is going to do 180 damage if he attacks my Spidops. Or not. Or he could do Star Kronos. Or 40 more. Or he could do Metal Blast. So this attack does 40 damage for each Steel Energy attached. And he has 6 Steel Energy attached. So that's quite a bit of damage that he could be doing in one turn. He might do a one-turn knockout, which would suck. It would suck so bad. Yep, turn 1 knockout. Lucky Ball, Heavy Blow, whatever. All right, let's see. We still got a little bit of a chance. A Gardenia's Vigor might help out here. Let's go ahead and put our next Tarantula out. Let's see what we have in the... Okay, perfect. Let's see. We have Heavy Ball. I'm going to bring out the Bidoof from the prize pile. I'm going to put that out. Gardenia's Vigor. Hopefully we draw something else, something decent. We're going to go here, going to go here. I don't think there's going to be much I can do this turn because unless, yeah, there is not much I can do. I can do a escape rope into another Tarantula or into my Bidoof, but I can't, like, anything I do right now, he's just going to go ahead and knock out anything, and I'm not in a position where I can do much of a comeback. So I'm just going to go ahead and concede this round, and we'll try again. Better luck next time. Thing is about my deck is that it takes a little bit of time to set up. So I need at least 2 or 3 turns to be safe, unless I have a stellar opening hand, in which case I'll be able to set up much quicker. Excuse me. I would be able to set up much quicker and you know, not lose, because I have a lot of low HP Pokemon, so I'm pretty vulnerable to one-hit KOs. This deck is not very meta. It is a deck that I would like to say that I invented it on my own, although it is seemingly a little bit more popular of a deck than I thought. I thought that I did come up with the concept on my own, but like I said, a lot of people out there have discovered a similar strategy. They're playing with Leafeon. I don't play Leafeon on my deck. I just run straight Tarantulas. I run a Venusaur, and I run a Bidoof, and that's basically all of my Pokemon. Straight 4 Spidop EXs, a Bidoof, and a Radiant Venusaur. This deck is this opening hand is actually a little bit better The only thing that would have been better is if I had opened up with, like, say, for example, a Radiant Venusaur. Ooh. What happened here? I don't know what happened. Did it really just boot me? Let's try this again. Routine server maintenance. Today the 6th? Today's June 4th. So it's definitely not the 6th. Let's try this one more time. Come on. Load up, load up. Got a notification from Whatnot. All right, let's try this again. Shanks in 90. Okay. Yeah, I'll go first. I like to go first with this deck. It helps me out in the sense of having that extra turn to be able to set up, because yeah, when they go second they can attack first, but for some reason just being able to get that first turn in before I attack helps me, or lets me like feel like I'm getting more done. This is actually a very good opening hand. Starting off with my Radiant Venusaur. Got a Battle VIP pass to help me get Pokemon onto my bench. Got a Capturing Aroma to help me search my deck for either evolved Pokemon or basic Pokemon. And I got a Youngster to trade out my deck when I need to, or trade out my hand when I need to. So we're going to go ahead and play Battle VIP. It's going to help me get a Bidoof and a Tarantula. So it means I got all my basic Pokemon. Oh, I didn't notice how many Tarantulas I had there. But I got pretty much all of them in my deck, or everything I need in my deck. Play that. I'm able to draw a evolution card, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a Bibarel. Keep that in my hand for now. I'm going to go ahead and play an Experience Share and attach Leaf Energy to Tarantula. Play the Escape Rope to get this Tarantula out. This Greninja is going to be forced to switch out too. Doesn't have much that he can switch into, but let's go ahead and get Tarantula out. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to surprise attack. You know, oh wait, but I can't. It's my first turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass turn and let our opponent have a go. Yes, I want to go ahead and use my ability to draw 1 into 4 cards in my hand. Heavy Ball. He's going to search his prizes for a basic Pokemon. So it looks like he's running a Lunatone Solrock deck. This deck allows you to take Psychic Energies out of your discard pile and attach them to your Pokemon, which, if we look at the Lunatone here, this attack does 30 more damage for each Psychic Energy attached to this Pokemon. So, when Solrock does this Psychic Energy, and it says, attach a Psychic Energy card from your discard pile to one of your Lunatone, he can now attach 3 Psychic Energies from his discard to the Lunatone, and basically have an instant KO. I just realized that. But he only has 2. That's still plenty. Oh no. Oh no, that's all I can say. What a bad choice for me. I did not even realize what he had in his hand, on his bench until just now. It's okay. It's okay. We'll see if we can work with what we have. Good thing is that my experience share will take this grass energy from this tarantula. So hopefully my Venusaur will be able to fend off some attacks. Let's go ahead and get Venusaur out there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and play Bibarel. Okay, I had a Tarantula knocked out last turn. Why won't you let me play? Let's go ahead and draw 5, or draw 2/5. What a... Oh my god. Alright, let's go ahead and concede this one again. Oof. Oof. Man. Got a couple of fumbles early on. Hopefully we'll have a couple of better games. Let's have some better luck now. Hopefully. New deck, new deck. I never named this deck, so that's why it still says new deck. So how this first started was I was playing a... What was I playing? Dang it. What's the ant? Durant. I was playing a Durant deck where I was discarding Pokemon, discarding cards off the top of the opponent's deck. I was basically a stall deck with a bit of a mill. So what I was doing was I was trying to either confuse the opponent's Pokemon or make it hard for the Pokemon to attack by putting out Pokemon that didn't have energies or anything attached to it. And I was playing Galar Mine, which added 2 retreat costs to every Pokemon playing. So with the rotation, Galar Mine went out of rotation and it became an illegal card. So I was looking for a way to replicate the effect of Galar Mine. And I found tarantulas, or not tarantulas, I found Spidops EX, which instead of adding 2, it adds 1 to the retreat cost. So I figured if I could have 2 or 3 tarantulas, or Spidops EX, on my bench at a time, I would be able to replicate that effect. And because of that, slowly I started getting rid of the Durants in the deck, and I just started focusing on the Spidops. So, opponent has very good first turn. Gonna go ahead and see what we can do here. We don't have much. Play Capturing Aroma. Hopefully we get a basic Pokemon out of this. Yes. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and get a Tarantula. Put that on the bench. And we're going to play... Oof, we don't have much, man. We do not have much. Kind of want to just burn some cards out of my hand, just so I can get down to below 4. Because if I can get below 4 cards in my hand, I'll be able to draw a card with Venusaur. Let's go ahead and do another Escape Rope and get that Miraidon back out. And we're going to go ahead and pass turn. No energies in my hand. So hopefully we'll be able to draw something. A boss's orders is not bad. Something's going on with my chat here. I'm not entirely sure. Can't see anything in the chat. If you guys are chatting, can't see anything. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, okay. So I see some of you people on chat. Hello, everyone. There we go. Okay, my chat's working now. Okay. Do you have Gen 1 Pokemon? The only Gen 1 Pokemon that I have in this deck is my Radiant Venusaur. And, wow. So I just totally got decimated and I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. Don't got much here, and there's not really much I can do. I'm going to get knocked out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead. I could play a boss's order, but that's just going to buy me one turn. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to concede this one. Start a new thing. Do you guys want me to go over my deck so you guys have an idea of what I'm playing, of what I'm running? Does your opponent have 4 of the same Pokemon right now? Yes. Yes, he had. He had 4 of the same. 4 Miraidon. In the TCG, there's no limit to how many you can play of your Pokemon. But this is the deck I'm running. Let me go ahead and just give you guys a quick overview. It's this new deck here. It says I haven't really named it yet, but yeah. All right, so the main focus of this deck is Spidops EX. I've run 4 Spidops EX in this deck. If you look here, Spidops ability, Trap Territory, your opponent's active Pokemon retreat costs is 1 double colorless energy more. What that means is that it makes it that much harder for your opponent to retreat. Since your opponent, by regular rules, can only attach 1 energy per turn, if they're in a situation where they have to retreat, it will make it that much harder to retreat because it'll take another turn to have enough energy to retreat. If you look here, down in the bottom right corner of the card, retreat costs, that's how many energies it's going to cost that Pokemon to retreat. Now, Spidops actually stacks. I play 4. If you see here, I play 4 Spidops EX. Is there another way to look at this? Maybe like this? No, let's go back. If you see, I play 4 Spidops EX. So if I have all 4 of my Spidops EX, that means it's adding 4 retreat costs to that Pokemon's retreat. In addition to that, my attack Wire Hang does 30 damage more for each double colorless energy in your opponent's active retreat costs. So what that means, if the opponent starts with 2 retreat and I'm adding 4 more retreat, he now has a total of 6 retreat costs, which will add 30 more on top of the 90 for each one. So 30 times 6, you're going to be looking at a total of 180 damage on top of this 90. So it's close to 300. I think it's like 260 or something like that, 280. Can't do the math on the top of my head, but other than that, I play the Tarantulas. Tarantulas is what I need to evolve into Spidops EX. And I need Draw Engine. So what I do is I play this Radiant Venusaur, which plays Sunny Bloom. If I have 4 cards or less in my hand at the end of my turn, I will draw cards until I have 4 in my hand. So I use that in order to draw through my deck. And I also have Pollen Hazard. Pollen Hazard is a bit of an expensive attack, but it's actually very useful in the sense that it burns you, it confuses you, and it poisons you. So burn and poison both do damage. Burn does 20 damage during each Pokemon checkup, which is in between turns. And poison does 10 damage in between each Pokemon checkup, which is also in between turns. And confusion allows you to prevent your Pokemon from attacking, because every time they attack, they have to flip a coin, and if they do not flip a heads, they will not be able to attack. We also have Bidoof, which is basically just there so I can evolve into a Bibarel. Bibarel is what's going to allow me to have another draw engine. In other words, draw 5 cards, draw until I have 5 cards in my hand. Don't really use it for attacking. Tail Smash is not a very good attack. Bibarel's strictly there just so I can use his ability. Other than that, I play a lot of trainers and energies. I have 14 grass energies and 2 lucky energies, which are just there to power my attacks. I play a battle VIP pass. If I get this card on my first turn, I'll be able to draw 2 basic Pokemon from my deck. If I have Capturing Aroma, which allows me to flip a coin, and if I get a heads, I get an evolved Pokemon. If I get a tails, I get a basic Pokemon out of my deck. Does Pollen Hazard give them either burn or poison, or can they have both at the same time? Cost 30 damage. They have both at the same time. So they will get 30 damage between my turn and his turn. And then they will have to flip a coin to attack. Poison is permanent. Burn can actually be healed if he flips a heads in between turns, but it can be re-affected by it on the next turn if I attack again. Yeah, I think it's good. Like I said, Capturing Aroma allows me to either find a basic Pokemon or evolved Pokemon out of my deck after a coin flip. I have Hisuian Heavy Ball, which allows me to find a basic Pokemon out of my prize cards. Nest Ball allows me to find a basic Pokemon out of my deck. And let's see, Gloria allows me to search for 3 basic Pokemon that do not have a rule box. So in other words, my Bidoof or any of my Tarantulas cards, it won't let me draw the Venusaur because the Venusaur does have a rule box. It's a Radiant Pokemon, so therefore I can only play 1 per deck. Jock allows me to draw 2 evolution cards. So basically the whole point of this deck is to try and get all my Spidops on the field as fast as possible in order to start limiting movement on my opponent's side of the board. I got a bunch of other utility cards. I got like a Boss's Order, which allows me to switch my opponent's Pokemon to any Pokemon that I choose. That would help me in a situation where, you know, I want to get this attacker off the field. I got Gardenia's Vigor, which will allow me to attach 2 grass energies to a benched Pokemon. This helps in energy acceleration because a lot of my Pokemon, for example, my Spidops EX takes 2 energies to attack, which is not a lot. I can usually charge that up pretty fast. But my Radiant Venusaur, that 3rd turn really sucks to wait for because Radiant Venusaur only has 150 HP. It suffers a lot from one-hit KOs because there's a lot of Pokemon that do over 150 damage. So we're just gonna go ahead and go into the next match and see how we do. Maybe we'll do a little bit better. You swear you do good when you're playing on your own, but the moment that you want to play live in front of people, that's when you start. I want to see how effective new deck 2 is, and I want to see a deck with more Pokemon in it too. Okay. It's usually what you'll see is that a lot of people play right around 5 or 6 Pokemon, maybe 7. 7's a lot. You'll mainly play with 1 or 2 attacking Pokemon that you have to attack, and you'll probably have a couple of utilities. Okay, so I got an opening hand, and in order to start the game, I have to have a basic Pokemon in my hand, and these 2 are my only 2 basic Pokemon. I'm going to start off with my Radiant Venusaur. I'm going to put that in my active position. I'm going to put my Bidoof on the bench, and I'm going to go ahead and finish the setup. Okay, so he is playing Regieleki. So, if I'm correct, this guy is going to be playing a Reggie deck. So he's going to have all the Reggies. The Reggies are dangerous in this game. Because once you start getting them all on the field, they all have different abilities that limit you. I'm playing Hisuian Heavy Ball, which is going to allow me to look at my prize cards and look at them, and I'm supposed to take a basic Pokemon out of my prize cards, but I obviously did not because I'm not paying that much attention. I really have nothing else. That was pretty much my saving grace in that hand, and I just messed it up. But we're okay. Regieleki's probably not going to attack on first turn, but we'll see. We're going to go ahead and pass turn and see what happens. I had an okay starting hand. It wasn't the best, but it was a decent hand. Playing Nest Ball. He's going to get a... Ooh, Miraidon. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. I would have told you up and down that he was playing Regis. He is playing Miraidon EX. Miraidon, the point of Miraidon is to fill your deck, or fill your bench immediately. As you can see, tandem unit, once in your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning energy Pokemon and put them on your bench and shuffle your deck. So as you can see, he has immediately filled his deck, or his bench, and he is ready to go. This is actually a beneficial thing for him for his Raikou, because his Raikou will add 20 more damage for each Pokemon on the field. Right now, there are 6, 7, 8 Pokemon on the field, so 2 times 8 equals 160 damage off bat on that Raikou. But, let's see, Static Shock. So he's going to do 20 damage probably onto my Venusaur, and we're going to see what happens. Hopefully I draw something good. Give me something good. Ultra Ball. Okay, I can play with this. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to play Ultra Ball. We're going to get rid of Escape Rope and get rid of Switch. And we're going to grab a... What should I grab? I'm going to grab a Barrel. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to evolve the Barrel. And I'm going to play my Gardenia's Vigor, which is going to allow me to draw 2 cards from my deck. Perfect. I'm going to get another Tarantula out there. And I'm going to go ahead and activate the Barrel's Industrious Incisors, which is going to allow me to draw 2 cards. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I got another Tarantula on the bench. But the downside is I still don't have any energy cards. So, I'm kind of stuck right now. Next turn, I'm going to be able to evolve both of these into Spidops, which is basically what I'm going to have to wait for. I'm going to have to wait and see if I can draw some energies. Right now, having no energies is really, really hurting me. Okay, so this Regieleki VMAX, what it does is, if you see here is Transistor Energy, your basic Pokemon's attacks, your basic Lightning Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So this Static Shock attack, which he has powered up, is going to go from 20 damage to 50 damage. And this Terra Spark is going to go from 120 to 150. So that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're looking at right now. We know that we have Tarantulas in the disc, and not in the discard, in the prizes. On the left, there are 6 energies. What's up with that? Okay, this is my prize cards. Every time that I knock out a Pokemon, I'm able to draw a prize card. Winner is the person who draws 6 prize cards. This is not an energy. This is just the back of my card. This is what it looks like. It's like a sleeve that I put on the cards. As you can see, my deck over here, this is 40. It has that on the back also. So 70 damage. My Venusaur right now is basically just stalling. That's all I can really do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to attach. We're going to evolve. We're going to play Industrious Incisors and see if we can draw something decent. Play Youngster. Nothing really good. Okay. I'm going to switch into Spidops to buy my Venusaur some more time. and I still don't have enough energies, so we're just going to go ahead and pass turn. Slow start to the match, but by next turn, hopefully we'll be able to attack. Oof. Okay, so if you don't know what he did right now, he just played Boss's Orders, which actually allowed him to pull up any Pokemon that he wanted from my bench. He brought up the Venusaur. He wanted to get rid of that Venusaur. He wants to get rid of that Venusaur pretty badly. We're going to go ahead and attach an energy, and we're going to draw with Youngster, which means Youngster allows me to put my hand back into my deck, shuffle it, and draw 5 cards. Play Nest Ball to get... I don't have any more basic Pokemon in my deck, so basically I'm just thinning my hand at this point. I'll play Mezagoza. Mezagoza is going to allow me to flip a coin, and if I get a heads, I'll be able to draw a Pokemon card out of my hand, or out of my deck. I didn't get a heads, I got a tail. And we're going to play Industrious Incisors. It's going to allow me to draw for 5. Perfect. I got another Spidops right there. And basically Venusaur right now is nothing but a punching bag. There's no point in me saving him. Even if I wanted to, there's no way for me to get him on the bench. So, I'm going to pass turn. Next turn, we'll be able to get this Spidops EX out. And this guy is going to start wrecking. Hopefully. We got 3 Spidops EX on the bench, which basically what that means is that I'm going to be adding 3 to any of these Pokemon's retreat costs. And I think they're all... Yes, it allows me to draw 4 cards. It allows me to draw up to 4 cards if I have less than 4 cards in my hand. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in my hand, so I can't draw until I have less than 4 cards. Alright, so with that, he knocked out my Venusaur. Now he's going to go ahead and draw a prize. And I'm going to go ahead and put my Spidops EX in the active. So, Jacques is basically useless to me. At this point, I have everything evolved on the bench, so can't really do much. And my Mezagoza is also useless to me. We're going to Industrious Incisors and see if we can draw anything good. Another Nest Ball. Nothing good. We're going to play Jacques simply to get this last Spidops EX into my hand. And we're going to play a Nest Ball to thin my deck. Oh, Mince, what's up, man? How's it going? We're going to go ahead and attack. Wire Hang should knock out that Regieleki. 240 damage. Now we draw a card. Hopefully, I want that other Tarantulas, so maybe this one? No, it's a Nest Ball. Another useless card. Congratulations. This Raikou is going to come out and start trying to do some damage. At this point, I don't think he'll be able to knock me out. But he'll be able to... 2 hits. I think 2 hits will do a knockout. Okay. Ooh, there's 2 energy. Yeah, that I drew from my deck. Yes. At this point, we're kind of just waiting for him. He's not really doing much. He's powering up that Regieleki VMAX. Regieleki VMAX is the only other card. Oh, okay. So he's trying to just get the cheap knockouts. I see. He's going to knock out my Bibarel. What that's going to do is that's going to limit my drawing ability because now I'm not going to have a way to draw into my deck. He wasn't going to be able to knock out my Spidops. So that was his next move. Or his next best move. I'm going to go ahead and put out this one. Gonna attach this grass energy. I have no more draw engine. This is gonna knock him out. So this, and he's a V. So being that the Regieleki, or that Raikou was a V Pokemon, it's gonna allow me to draw 2 prize cards. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this one and that one. Hopefully one of them is a Tarantulas. No, my God, we needed Tarantulas and we need it badly. This Miraidon EX, he's just putting it out. He's just absorbing right now. He's trying to power up this Regieleki VMAX. He wants that Thunder and Lightning attack. There's no way he's going to power up this Miraidon EX unless he has, for example, like an energy generator. Yes, 2 prize cards because of the V. And if I'm able to somehow knock out this Regieleki VMAX, if we look here down at the bottom, under the VMAX rule, you see when your Pokemon VMAX is knocked out, your opponent takes 3 prize cards. So if I can somehow knock out that Regieleki, I'll be able to take the 3 remaining prize cards in my hand. There's not much we can do here. I have my other Tarantulas in my deck, or in my prizes still. And this is going to do 210 damage. It's not going to do a 1-hit knockout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Youngster, draw a new 5 cards, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted this boss's order. So next turn, I'll be able to force this Regieleki VMAX out. Or you know what? You know what? Maybe I won't have to do that. I have a plan. I have a plan. Let's just see if it works. He's going to draw out the Regieleki VMAX. And he's going to somehow, if he has a switch or something, he'll try to trade it out. Which is fine. It's possible that he's going to wait for me to knock out the Miraidon, which will allow me to take 2 more prize cards. And then he will bring out the Regieleki VMAX. That's what he's going to do. So I don't really have much to do right now. This boss's orders, I'm going to save it for my next turn. I'm going to knock out the Miraidon EX, take 2 prize cards. This is going to leave me with 1 prize card left. Of course, the Tarantulas that I need is going to be the last prize card. Of course. What he did is he's basically sending out his Regieleki VMAX to, in what his opinion is going to be, win the game. It's going to take me about 4 turns to knock out a Regieleki VMAX with my Spidops EX, which is way too many turns. But what he does not know is that I have my boss's orders in hand. So what my boss's orders is going to do is going to allow me to draw out his weakest Pokemon, this Pachirisu, and do a 1-hit KO on that. Yes. Which will allow me to take my last prize and win the game. And with that, we have the first victory of the stream. Took a while. I had to try a few times in order to get that first victory. But we got it. Let's go. Feels good. There's 2 energy. Let's go another round here. We're gonna play a few more rounds. The first little test stream. I hope you guys are enjoying. Still a few little bugs I gotta work through. I want you guys to be able to hear the game audio. I think right now all you're hearing is my computer through the microphone. I don't know if there's a way for you guys to hear the audio directly. Start with a coin flip. Tails. So he won. So he wants to go first. That's fine. Okay. Alright, this hand is not too bad, but it's also not the best. Excuse me. We got Venusaur again. It's going to be the punching bag on. This guy's playing a Koraidon. I'm not familiar with Koraidon, so we are going to be learning. I heard the coin flip and the music. Yeah, I think you guys can hear it, but I don't know if you guys can hear it clearly. Like, if I were to turn down the volume on the computer, I don't know if you guys would be able to hear that. Anyways, that's beside the point. Alright. Okay, so we got 2 nest balls, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get a Bidoof out, and we're going to get a Tarantula out. We're going to attach a lucky... Hold on, let's see here. Wild Impact. Once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic fighting energy cards from your discard pile to any Pokemon. He doesn't have any Pokemon on his thing. He went first. All he did was attach. So if he went first and all he did was attach, I'm going to attach a Lucky Energy to Radiant Venusaur. I'm going to play Youngster. Youngster is going to allow me to draw 5 cards out of my deck. And, ooh, we got another nest ball. So we're going to go ahead and draw again with my nest ball. Tarantula. This is actually a good hand. Look at this. So what we're going to be able to do is, no, we're going to save it. But Jock on my next turn is going to allow me to evolve 2 Pokemon. So, in other words, evolve 2 Pokemon with cards I do not have. So I'm going to be able to draw cards from my deck in order to evolve Pokemon in my hand, or on my field. And I need to evolve my Bidoof, and evolving my Tarantulas would be good. Also, Ultra Ball is going to allow me to discard 2 cards from my hand in order to draw a 3rd Pokemon card from my deck, which will, in all technicalities, going to allow me to evolve all 3 of my benched Pokemon at once. Okay, perfect. This is the perfect hand. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach this basic energy. We're going to use Jock, and we're going to get a Bidoof, a Bibarel and a Spidops EX. Going to use Ultra Ball. Going to get rid of this Escape Rope, get rid of the Gloria, and we're going to draw another Spidops EX. So now what this is doing, it's allowing us to evolve all 3 Pokemon at once. And now since I have no cards in my hand, I can use Bibarel with Industrious Incisors to draw 5 cards out of my deck. 3 energy cards, that's great. Another Nest Ball, get the Tarantulas out of my deck onto my bench. Unfortunately, Venusaur at this point, it's probably gonna die. I shouldn't have attached that energy, but we'll see what happens. Lucario EX. What does this guy do? This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Do not apply a bench weakness. Okay. Radiant Venusaur was knocked out. Mezagoza. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. We're going to put Bibarel out right now, because I don't want to lose my Tarantulas. Play Mezagoza. We're going to play Raihan. Raihan's going to allow me to get energy onto one of my Pokemon. I'm going to draw a... Wait, no. Do I want to do that? What do I want to get? We're going to go ahead and get a Boss's Orders. Okay? Yeah, that's the play right there. We're going to attach. We're going to use Mezagoza, flip a coin. Hopefully if we get a heads, we can get a Spidops. No, we got a tails. That's okay. It wasn't meant to be. I'm going to switch Bibarel with the Spidops. I'm going to draw 2 more cards. Capturing Aroma. Let's go ahead and play that. Maybe we'll get another Tarantulas. No, we got a Spidops. We're going to get a Spidops. I don't know if I'm able to evolve this guy yet. I can evolve him. Perfect. Perfect. All right, we got a decent little start here, and we're going to get a one-hit KO on this Koraidon. 240 damage. It's going to allow us to draw 2 prize cards. 1 and dos. Got another energy and another youngster. All right, good start, good start. As you can see, he has no Pokemon on his bench, so if I am able to knock out this Lucario and he doesn't get another Pokemon on this bench, he is basically going to lose the game because he's not going to have anything else to attack with. There's 3 win conditions in this game. Number 1, if you draw all your prize cards, you win the game. Number 2, if your opponent has no Pokemon left to attack, you win the game. Number 3, if your Pokemon runs out of cards in his deck to play, you win the game. So far we are doing good. We're doing fairly good. Leg sweep for 60 damage. Alright, so here's my train of thought. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play my Gardenia's Vigor. That also allows me to attach 2 cards to my bench. And I'm going to attach a 3rd card to my Spidops. I'm going to play Capturing Aroma, hopefully get a... I don't have any more Spidops in the deck, so that's it. We're going to play Mezagoza. Mezagoza flips a coin. If I get a heads, I get to draw a Pokemon. I am just losing on these flips. These flips are not being kind to me at all. The barrel is going to allow me to draw a card. Now, this Koraidon is being sneaky back here, because if I let him power this up, he can really start wrecking some of my cards, especially if he gets something like a Choice Band on here. So what we're gonna do is, for now, we are going to use next turn, we're gonna use Boss's Orders. As long as nothing crazy happens this turn, next turn what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Boss's Order, and we're gonna get that Koraidon out. And we're going to take it out before it starts powering up. Before it gets ability to do some damage. Alright. As you can see here, we have now 3 Spidops EX on the field. All of them are powered up completely. If we get a heads, we can get a Tarantulas. Perfect, exactly what we wanted. We're going to get that last Tarantula on the field. Spidops won't be able to evolve just yet. I have to wait 1 turn between getting a Pokemon card on the field before I evolve it. I used my Boss's Orders and I switched to the Koraidon. And I'm going to go ahead and knock out the Koraidon for another 2 prize cards. 1, 2. What do we get? Experience Share and Ultra Ball. We don't need anything else. Ultra Ball. There's no more Pokemon in my deck that I would want. And there's no more Pokemon in my deck, period. My Venus was already knocked out. And I will be able to evolve this Spidops next turn. He's going to go ahead and knock out my first Tarantulas, which is going to equal another 2 prize cards from his prize pool. And I got to move a Pokemon to my active. And with that, we can go ahead, let's go ahead and send him GG, because we're going to evolve and we're going to knock out the Lucario. And that is that. We have won 2 more prize cards, taking all the prize cards out of the prize pool, and we have won this match. Yay! Congratulations. All right. We're going to do one more match, and I think we're going to call it. I think this is a relatively successful stream. You guys were able to see everything. I think we're doing good. One more. What I want to do is this deck that I'm actually playing in the TCG online. What I'm planning on doing is I'm actually planning on building the physical deck and going to a in-person tournament and playing and seeing how I do. I don't expect to do like top 2 or top 3 or whatever, because this is not a meta deck, by far from being a meta deck. But I do think that it's a deck that a lot of people will not be expecting. So we'll see what happens with that. I just need to actually pull the cards. I have a Spite Ops EX in my bulk somewhere. I will have to buy some of the singles in order to get the deck to 100%. I have no basic Pokemon in my hand. So basically what that means is that my opponent is going to be able to draw an extra card because I have no basic Pokemon, and I'm going to have to redraw. That was my mulligan. No Pokemon. I had 3 energies and a bunch of trainers. Okay, I got a Tarantulas. It's not the best Pokemon to start off with. Tarantulas is, What? What happened? Oh my god, what's going on? Let's... Okay, let's do this one more time. 1, 2, 3... What is that? Dabbing? Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging around. I really do. What is going on with this? It's not server maintenance day. This is 6th. What? Let's try this one more time. Did it load? Okay, here we go. Let's see if we get one more win. One more win before we call it a day. Of course, I'm gonna be what is it? I'm gonna be archiving this on the channel, so it's definitely gonna be there. And I might end up editing this into another video. They didn't want me to get the trifecta. Oh my god, no they didn't, JJ. No they didn't. Let's see if we can get this last win and call it a day before... I got a very busy Sunday, but you know, wanted to get some quick gameplay in, quick little video online for you guys. Flipping the coin. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so the opponent won the tail flip, or won the coin flip with the tails. So let's see if we can predict what kind of deck they're running. Again, horrible opening hand, no basic Pokemon. So I gotta wait for him to set up. Oh, these sleeves. These sleeves are from a championship deck. So he might be running a championship deck, like a Palkia deck or something like that. Again, another Tarantulas to start. Tarantulas is not the best Pokemon to start. It has low HP. Definitely open to one-hit KOs. So if I'm not going first... He's playing a Gardevoir. He's playing Gardevoir EX deck, which is a dangerous deck for me. Gardevoir is going to allow him to get started very, very quickly. So let's just see if I can get started quicker than he can. We'll go ahead. Got another Tarantulas on the field. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play Gloria. Gloria is going to allow me to get 2 basic Pokemon, or 3 basic Pokemon out of my deck, which is basically everything else that I have, and put it on the bench. I don't know where my Venusaur is. I'm going to switch into Bidoof, because I'd rather lose a Bidoof than a Tarantulas. And attach that one Lonely Leaf energy to this Tarantulas here. I'm going to go ahead and go from there. Not much of an opening hand. I mean, we were able to get quite a few Pokemon on the field, but what we needed on the field was a Venusaur. That's what we needed from the beginning. Refinement must discard all. What does Refinement do? must discard a card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. So it's a draw engine for him. Okay, so refinement draws, basically. Look at that. Look at his hand. He has 10 cards in his hand. He's going to go ahead and slap for 30 damage to my poor little Bidoof. Temple of Sinnoh. That's okay. I don't really have anything that Temple of Sinnoh can affect. My lucky energy would be affected, but I don't have it on the field. I'm not playing it right now, so that's fine. Okay. So what we can do, got another boss's orders. Play Spidops EX to evolve. I'm gonna play boss's orders just to get this other Kirlia on the field and end turn. I can't really switch. I don't have any energies to retreat, and even if I did, my Tarantulas or my Spidops, I can't even keep their name straight. My Spidops does not have enough energy to attack yet. He went ahead and he evolved into the Gardevoir. Gardevoir also has refinement to draw 2 cards. But where's his Gardevoir EX? There's a Gardevoir EX. That's one. I do not like Gardevoir EX. Gardevoir EX is, like I said, sucks very much. It allows him to draw all these energy cards at the cost of putting 20 damage on his Pokemon in exchange for the energy. But that energy allows him to do a lot of damage very quickly. 190 damage to my Bidoof. We expected it. That's what we thought. You can get the Spidops onto the active. Perfect. We got another basic energy. It won't. I don't know why it won't allow me to do the Raihan. Why won't it allow me to do the Raihan? If I, if I play boss's orders and I get this Gardevoir out, next turn he's gonna be able to attack with this Gardevoir, or I can just attack this Gardevoir. Let's just go ahead and do that. 180 plus 220. So next turn I'll knock out this Gardevoir EX unless he knocks out my Spidops. This Pokemon recovers from all special conditions. Yes, 100. So all he's gonna be doing, all he will be able to do, is 190. So he won't knock out my Spidops. That's a plus. I wonder. I'm trying to figure out why it wouldn't let me play Raihan. I don't know what was going on with that. Experience share. Let's go ahead and get the experience share on this Tarantula over here. Let's do another wire hang for 180. Take 2 damage, or take 2 prizes. Let's take number 2 and number 5. Let's see if we get something good. We got another Spidops EX and a Capturing Aroma. That's perfect. That's good. That's all gravy. Now this, you think Venusaur is a prize card? It might be. Not sure. Not entirely sure. The only way I would know is if I were able to play like a Hisuian Heavy Ball. But we'll see what happens. I'll go ahead and get my Tarantula out on the field. If I get a Hisuian Heavy Ball, I can play it. Alright, so I have a Spidops EX and 2 energies in my prizes. So no, I don't have a Venusaur in my prizes. What I can do, I'm gonna go ahead and evolve this Spidops. I'm gonna play Capturing Aroma. I'm praying for a heads. No, I got a tails. Tails is gonna let me get that Venusaur back. Done. Put that on the field. I need a grass energy to attack. I cannot allow him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and play this grass energy. I'm gonna draw a trap, a Spidops EX. Let's get this Spidops on the field attached. And let's go ahead and knock out this Gardevoir. that Zacian is his last hope right now. Zacian's also dangerous. I think Zacian allows him to attach multiple energies at once. And yes, I do want to draw cards. Perfect. Perfect. I got a Nest Ball and a Mezagoza. Nest Ball doesn't do much because I don't have anything else to draw out of my deck. But Mezagoza will allow me to look for that other Spidops. Miriam will allow him to shuffle up to 5 Pokemon from a discard pile into his deck. So he wants those Gardevoirs back. I guess he doesn't have that many Gardevoirs in his deck. We got a Shadow Rider Calyrex. Excuse me. All the talking. We're doing good. We're doing okay. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Psychic Energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. He's scrambling right now. He's trying to find a way to either stall me or find something to power up. He can't power up the Zacian because he can only do it once during each turn. So it's not like he can do 3 cards. He can do it once and then attach, but then he'll have only 3. I mean, then he'll only have 2. He still won't have that third one. Where did he attach it to? He attached it to the Calyrex. Okay, so here's what we are going to do. We're going to play the Mezagoza. Mezagoza is going to allow me to flip a coin. Hopefully I get a heads to get another Spidops EX on the field. Perfect. That is beautiful. What? What happened to my other... Oh, my other Spidops is in my prizes. I was not expecting that. Okay, screw that. Done. Let's go ahead and thin the deck. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. We're going to play Boss's Order, and we're going to get that Calyrex out, because he's obviously trying to power up that Calyrex, and we don't want that. We're going to get rid of that Calyrex right off the bat. And I'm assuming he's going to scoop it up. He has to, right? There's no way he's going to try and keep playing. He's going to concede. Go ahead and concede. At this point right now, we're going to try and power up this other Spidops. My last Spidops is in my prizes, so I'm not going to be able to use it. By the time, if I do ever get that last prize, it's going to be because I won the match. There's not much I can do right now. So what he's going to do is he's going to evolve and evolve again. Man, look at that hand. That's a ridiculous hand. 12 cards in hand. $13 cards in hand. How is it that with all of these hands, all these cards in his hand, he doesn't have anything to do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start powering up this Venusaur. Because I feel like if we get to that point, I think this Venusaur is gonna come in handy. We're gonna play Youngster, see if we can draw anything else. Gardenia is gonna be useful next turn, so let's go ahead and attack. He's gonna have 10 HP left. So right now, he wants to evolve that Gardevoir EX and start doing some kind of damage. Come on. Oh. Let's see what he does. Right now we're just playing the waiting game. Trying to figure out what he's doing. Trying to figure it out. He doesn't have much to do, I think. I think right now he's at a point where he's just trying to find out how to stall for time. Yeah, I know. He has so many cards in his hand. I'm shocked that he doesn't know what to do. I feel like he has his whole deck in his hand. He has all the options, everything he needs, but he still hasn't done anything. This Gardevoir is going to allow me to draw 2 cards and attach 2 energy cards. He conceded. He gave up. We won. He knew he had nothing else he could do. And I think that is a great note to end. Look at that. 990 damage. 2 coin flips won. I think we did good. I think this is a good little test stream. I appreciate you guys joining me today. JJ, Ileana, and what is it? Julie was there too. Mints, all you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this. I think that's a good little stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you guys. If you watch this in the future and you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Smash that like button. Do all the things that you need to do. And let's go ahead and get this channel up. Let's get some more traction here. So that way I can do more of these live streams, more of these different variety of Pokemon TCG content. And let's go. Thank you guys. Bye.